Yeah, welcome everybody. Press conference at DTM Norisring Race 2. And we have our 3 winning drivers here. First of all, winner of today's race, Niki team, SSR Performance Lamborghini. Maiden win for Niki in DTM. P2 goes to Maro Engel. Mercedes team Winward, AMG. And P3 goes to Mirko Bortolotti, SSR Performance Lamborghini, who is also our new championship leader. So starting with Niki, not a bad week for you, for our anniversary event. Thank you for writing DTM history. You became the first father-son combination in 40 years of the series who took a DTM race victory. Tell us a little bit about your emotions.
I don't know what to start. It's unbelievable. Plus 20 years, this has been a dream. Watching my father drive around the circuit in the 90s. Obviously got the win in 91. So as these boys, this has been my dream since I was this big to be here. Been around the world racing other categories, mainly endurance races, winning the Spa last week, and now here. I don't know what to say. Hard work pays off, and dreams come true, and bad times don't last, but bad guys do, so this never pays off a Viking, so I always believed in it.
You won 24 hours of Spa last weekend, coming with that victory in the back to Norisring. Did that give you some extra power, some extra motivation for this weekend?
It's hard to say. Like we are pros. I really try to live in the moment. Also at Spa, you really try to enjoy it. But one day, 2 days maximum after, you're already into your daily rhythm again and full focus on this one. Obviously, 24 hours in a different type of car and coming to this, and then especially around a street track like Norisring, it's not easy. But great teamwork. As we can see today, put the both cars on the front row, and Mirko had a really good result. Or we both had a good result yesterday as well. And I can only thanks to Stefan SSR to make this dream come true, because without him I wouldn't be here.
You already said both SSR cars were on the front line today. So what were you feeling about today's race when you claimed your maiden pole in DTM earlier this morning?
Again, as I just said, you try to enjoy the moment. It is really tough, but again, racing nowadays is just 5 minutes after you're already focused on the next task. And obviously it's nice to not have a traffic jam now down to turn 1 like yesterday. You have some clear air. We made a clear plan for turn 1 inside the team, and it worked out really good. So not so much to say. It was obviously with the safety car was not so nice. I know this young man here, he's also a fighter, and I was sure he will try everything after the safety car. But again, perfect car. So it was a pleasure to drive today here at Norisring.
So you had a very hard start to your DTM season. So the results were in the first races not, I would say, as expected. But your motto is always go hard or go home. So how much does this victory mean for you personally? That after the first races didn't went so well.
Great for reminding me. It's been the toughest half of year I ever had in my whole career, to be honest. Just nothing worked, no matter what. But again, with hard work, dedication, you really you can achieve something. And I just always believed in myself, and obviously the team also never let me down. So it's winning and losing together, and I'm just obviously super proud to stand here now and have this box ticked off as again have a DTM victory. So, and again, just to show that I'm still not too old for this stuff.
Okay, thanks, Nicky. Then moving on to P2, Mauro. That was your 100th DTM race today, and you ended up in style. So, yeah, great qualifying results this morning, and rewarded you with a podium position. So, yeah, a little nice fight with the Lamborghini. So, tell us a little bit about your working day so far.
Yeah, for sure. For us, a strong result, and tried everything to give these boys a hard time. But I already saw at the beginning that obviously Nicky's pace was the strongest, and was really hard to match. Had some close fights with Mirko and managed to get the position after the pit stop. Put as much pressure as I could, but I think our Viking here always had an answer, and so at the restart, same thing really. I tried what I could, but he just had a different pace, so no chance to take that win from him today. And still, we're happy with P2. It's a strong result, and big thanks to the team. They worked really hard to find the issues we had in Zandvoort, and in the end found them. And so it's great for us to be back.
You were our comeback king for the first three events. I think today in the qualifying you had a really strong result. So was there any changes, or how did that came together?
We've had a variety of issues over the year this year, and I think we always knew when we put everything together, the pace is really strong. And to be honest, the pace was strong yesterday as well. Felt that we were a bit unlucky with traffic in qualifying, and in some key moments couldn't find a real rhythm. And today, put a good lap in at the end, but just not strong enough quite to top this guy or take this guy from the top.
But you really had a nice fight with Mirko that will look very close on TV. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we had a close fight throughout the first lap. Turn 2, we were heading towards the barrier, so I think it was in the end the better option to seed. But I could make the move stick after the pit stop, and I mean it's what you expect. It's going to be close racing when you race the guys at the front. For sure, it's enjoyable, but it's always nicer when you can get the move done.
So 100 races of DTM, what does that mean to you personally?
A lot of memories, a lot of great memories, and as I said before, there's all those races. There's memories associated. It's a big part of my life, big part of my career, big part of my personal life. As I met my wife here in DTM, so lots of memories associated, and certainly today will go down as one of the great memories as well. Being able to take my daughter with me on the podium is certainly something that has been a dream.
Okay, thank you, Mauro. Moving on to P3. Mirko, P3 today after P2 in qualifying, but championship leader. So how does that sound? And half-time champion also.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we didn't have a perfect first half of the season, and still being in the lead is something that, for me, it's a proof of strength. And obviously, the work we're doing together with the team started last year in the beginning, and with some issues. I think we're starting to be stronger and stronger with every race, especially also on days where maybe things are not going perfectly. We try to compensate and get damage limitation when we need to, and obviously the performance is there when we need to push. So I think that's something we can build on for the second half of the season. Doesn't mean much. We know where we are. It's DTM. There's so many strong drivers out there. You cannot underestimate anyone. Things are changing from one day to another, so you never know what's going to happen next day, and you just need to be on it all the time, basically. That's what we try to do for the second half.
What was the call of your team boss then after qualifying when you made the strategy for the race? So what did they say? Your team bosses don't crash into each other in turn 1, or?
To be honest, I don't think they need to tell this, and they also didn't, because both me and Nicky, we know. I think we are long enough in the business to know how to race each other, and that obviously the team is above their personal interests at all times, and having a great, situation after quali with both cars in the front row. The ultimate goal was to take the win for the team, because we've been close in many occasions with me this season on taking a win. If you look back at Oschersleben, for example, it's the biggest example, and we never really managed to take it. So I think for the guys pushing so hard, focusing basically only day and night on this DTM project, it's a great boost, for these guys working so hard and having both cars on the podium on more or less a home event for them. It's the best way to finish this weekend off here at the Norisring.
Now DTM makes a little bit kind of a summer break, obviously not for you, as you are busy next weekend again in a different series on a different continent. Yeah, we are starting back then for the second part of the season at Nürburgring with you as championship leader. So what do you expect from the second part of the DTM season?
As I said before, there's not much you can predict. What I expect that we maximize what we have every day. That's what I expect. And then we will see where we are in Hockenheim. And more we cannot do. Can only take the maximum out of what we have from all circumstances. And then we will see where we are. Obviously, as I said, competition is super strong. There's half a season to go. Many drivers in the game. And the quality is ridiculously high, so you cannot predict anything. We just have to focus and push.
Okay, thank you, Mirko. Then I guess we got some questions here from the floor, from Sven.
Yeah, congratulations to you guys. Question for Niki. For you, this is also a new track with the GT3 cars, and it's a quite tricky track. What did give you the edge here on this track this weekend?
That is a good question. I haven't been here since 2015 in a Carrera Cup car, so yeah, not much has changed. The walls are still standing as back then. So yeah, how do I say? It's just we all, as Mirko says, really the best drivers around. And for us, it's just about finding limits. Obviously, on a track like this, big consequences. We both lost quite a lot of mirrors this weekend, but that is the way to do it. And if you don't, we all go there. And again, I think obviously with help from last year's data and so on, it's just about finding the rhythm, especially around Norisring. It is all about the rhythm. As it is a street track, you just try to get into this tunnel as fast as you can.
Was it also good that you had the victory in Spa just a week ago, that the mindset was also very good?
As I said before, it is life just goes so quickly as a racing driver, especially when you're racing in multi-class around the world. So yeah, obviously you have the victory, but when you sit in a supercar and you always drive as fast as you can, whatever you have underneath you.
One more question to you. You said there was a plan also going into turn one. What was exactly the plan that you had?
The plan was as it came out. So we want to get out of the first corner, 1 or 2, obviously, and it worked out really well. So yeah, not much more to say about that.
Question for Maro. You had one situation with Kelvin in the pit lane where it looked like an unsafe release a little bit. How did you see that situation, and were you afraid that it could turn out in a bad way?
Not really. I saw it was close, but from what I saw, it was still fine. I think I got in front of him, and yeah, so not much to say there.
Do you have any more questions here from the floor? No? Then thank you, and then enjoy your summer break for DTM, and good luck with all your other activities, and see everybody back in good health at Nürburgring in mid of August. Thank you, and have a nice Sunday.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.